We've reached the point in our series where we're getting a lot of citizens together and we are going to need to feed them. That's very important, right? They need to eat. It keeps them happy, keeps them working hard, and the best way to do that is through the restaurant block, which I have on me right here, and you can see the recipe for it just here. So you need 1 apple, a bit of wood, and you are good to go. So what we're going to do is look to get that placed today, and this to me seems to be a building that should be placed probably down in the center of the town, because it's going to need to be near everybody, like all the citizens, right? So they can come and eat nice and easily. So I would say somewhere around here would be good, because also if this is going to be our farming area, which we will develop over time, then we'll be able to get food from the farm to the restaurant nice and quickly. So I'm just going to do that, and let's see how it goes. Now, let's see, are we on sandstone? We are. At level 5, it's not that big, so this is good, but it is still overlapping a little bit here. So let's try and sort of figure this out. Now, that's going to be pretty close to the uni. How is it looking over this side? Okay, so if it's close to these farms, it's not the end of the world, but let's see what it looks like at level 1. See, at level 1, we could have it, like, pretty close here, and then we could just, like, move these farms out the way before we get to doing a level 5 build. Now, this town is meant to be a bit compact. I think it suits the sort of desert town sort of theme that we're going for. So I think this is going to be okay. Let's just look at it at level 5 again. Just, like, have a little check here. Yeah, it only intersects on that block right there. So if I go to level 1... that block there, it's just the edge of this farm, so it just needs us to move this a bit. I don't see that being a problem, so I think this is where it's going to go. Let's hit tick. Alright, so a reasonably small build. Oh, actually, now this is going to be an issue, I think, because as this does intersect, he's probably going to want to clear this land. Let me have a rethink. Okay, guys, so we've got some raiders here coming to get us, and they look quite interesting. They look like desert raiders. Look at this, like Tutankhamun here coming to have a go at me. And he's called a pharaoh. Now, I've not seen this before, so I wanted to, like, fight these on cam and see what drops we get from them and what we can do with them. Oh, wow, okay, that was only a small raid, just the 2 of them. So let's get rid of these. Let's see what we got here. We've got an ancient tome from them. So I don't think we've got anything particularly, like, different to what we normally get, but... wait, the ancient tome, I'm trying to get, like, a recipe for us. Or let me see here. Ancient... Let's see what this does. Ancient tome. Okay, Amazon spawn by any, light level, any, drop by these things. Just drop by mobs. And they all drop this. Okay, so what can we actually do with this? I know, I used to know. I think what this does, actually, is this will do this sort of thing here when there's a raid about to happen. I'm guessing it's doing it right now because a raid just happened. And I think then it goes back to being a normal book. So it sort of warns you if you're about to be raided. Pretty sure that's what it does. I will find that out for you guys in a second and let you know. Now, in the meantime as well, while I was about to start recording again, because what I've done is cleared out a big area here, as you can see, and I've moved all the animals that were here over this way. So the cows now have a huge pen, because we're going to look to get these as our main food source. It's just really easy to do, because we can get the sword here. We've got looting already. Once we get... fire aspect on that as well, we get loads of cooked steak, and then we can just worry about farming wheat. So we might have 2 or 3 citizens that are farming wheat to get loads of that to feed them up. The sheep, now we have a sheep farm which I made before, which is over there. I've sort of made it look a little bit nicer now, as you can see. And the llamas, they're more decorational. We might add them to some gardens of some of the houses or little pens around our desert town. But yeah, I don't need them for wool because I have the wool farm right here that's doing it automatically and doing quite well. Anyway, so that's just me keeping you posted. I'm just going to quickly finish off like flattening this area by putting the sand in here, and then we'll do a little time lapse of the restaurant being built. So this flat area now is done. Let's have a look if we try and place the restaurant down now. Hopefully we can get a bit more joy with it. So it is a little bit too close to here at the moment, so that's going to be the issue. So we need to go this way a bit and that way a bit. And then that should probably be okay. Now, I don't want it dead in line with the university. I want these buildings to be a bit offset, because we don't want to have a grid pattern for our roads and things. But this will fit in here quite nicely. And as time goes on, we'll probably move these farms and things that are here as well. And this will just be like a purely Minecolonies farming area around the restaurant, which seems to me to be a pretty decent plan. So if we now hit tick, this should be, yeah, completely unencumbered by any of the buildings around it. And it is close to the farm, but as I said, we kind of wanted it to be that way. So we'll get this building built. I don't know how difficult it's going to be, but I think it's pretty simple. So Richard, you can go ahead, and what we'll do is go and get our resource scroll and see exactly what he needs. I'll get all that together, and we will do a quick time lapse of this one, but I think it will just be a short time lapse as it's not the biggest building. Okay, today's random question is, what's your favorite app on your phone? Oh my goodness, my favorite app on my phone is probably the YouTube app, because I love all the videos I watch on there. Pretty boring question, that one, I'm afraid, guys, but it was only a short one for a very short time lapse. Alrighty, there we go, guys. The restaurant is now built. So here it is. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice, actually. You've got the little sort of oasis theme going on here. We've got the jungle logs and the little bit of water here, which is obviously rare in a desert. So that's quite a little nice touch there for our restaurant, I would say. So what we want to do now is go into the restaurant block itself and hire somebody to do it. So let's see. Adaptability seems to be a big one. That's 10 for Simon. So I guess, yeah, Simon, you're going to be our cook. And he's actually already here. It's getting pretty busy here. Oh, they've all come. Oh, and I know why they've all come. They want food. Now, this is very good. So, building a restaurant means that you can get food put in the restaurant, and your citizens, that's why they're all coming, because I haven't been feeding them. They are all, like, starving. So, I'm going to give them, let's see, we'll keep a little bit back for ourselves, and then the rest of this stuff just about is going to go in there, and they can all start to eat that way. So, let's see, where is... Oh my gosh, I somehow managed to lose the restaurant, having built it 3 seconds ago. Okay, so I think all we need to do... Probably in the inventory of here, maybe? Let's see. Does that work? Are they going to start taking that? Yes, they are. There we go. So we'll start putting a load of these in. We'll keep a stat for ourselves. And now hunger should become a lot better pretty soon. And Simon being in here, he wants to sleep. That's fine. I think once he's eaten in a second, he'll tell us what he wants, like, you know, resources-wise. And on that note, I think what we need to do then is give him some coal or some other way of burning or cooking the stuff, right? And some of this stuff, some of the raw beef, and then they will cook that up. And we'll be able to automate this in the future as well, so that all the resources will get delivered to the restaurant, which will then cook the food, and the citizens will come and collect the food. So that's very, very good. But for now, we are going to do this manually. So if we give him all of that, and let's see, like a stack of coal should be enough for him to be getting on with, then I'll test this out, and hopefully he will cook up that food for us. So yeah, I'll test this out and we'll see what happens, but pretty sure that's how that's going to work, and hopefully we've solved the hunger problem in our town. Okay, so one other thing about the restaurant. So when we go in here, if we hit this arrow up here, you got all these different fuel sources, right? So we want to tell him what he's going to be cooking with, which for now, I actually think we could tell him to use dark oak logs if we can. Here they are. We'll put that to on, and we're going to do that instead of coal. We're going to save our coal because that's a useful resource. Now, the reason for that... where's he gone? He's just chilling here. The reason for that is because we have got the dark oak tree farm, and we're getting a lot of dark oak. This is working really well. Now, at the moment, he actually needs some tools. You can see he's got the request above his head there. But if we go in here... okay, I timed that well. All right, just let me do a quick cut to the actual wood that we've got stored here. Okay, so in my wood storage area, this is what we've got, and this has all been from that guy. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's give it 8 stacks. That's plenty to be getting on with. So we just as well use that as a fuel source, because this again is something we can automate with the tree farm in the future once we get things like the delivery man and the warehouse and that sort of thing. So I think we can just give that to you, right? So if we right click, he wants to sleep. He says he wants that stuff. Okay, we go to his inventory and give him all of this. He's got some raw beef, which he must have taken out from the, from the rack here. Yep, so he's recognizing that. And let's see. Oh, there we go. He's already started. So he's now cooking up the steak. And once he's cooked it, I guess he'll put it like in here or something. And the citizens can all come and eat. Very, very good. Now, the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is keeping up with demand of having enough wheat to keep feeding these cows, particularly as we've got such a big cow pen now. So what I think we're going to look to do is move this sugarcane farm as well and extend this wheat farm area out. Now, something I realized I've never done before, and I'm not sure why, is tested whether we can have one farmer here working with 2 different fields. I'm sure it will be okay. We can put like another field up here, but we're going to test that together in just a second once I've cleared this area. So to make a field, what we need to do is use these materials here. This is interchangeable with also a pumpkin, as you can see there, so just whichever you have will work. We have a lot of hay and not many pumpkins, so that's why we're doing that. So then what we want to do is go down to near our farm and just see if this works. So just right click about, wait, actually let's just get rid of that a second, keep it in line with the other field, and we'll put it like here. Okay, excuse me, my game just skipped there a little bit. Okay, so it's not like that. So actually we're going to need to just place it then, are we? So if we just place it like here, then what happens? And then if we set a crop like we did with the other one, is she going to recognize it? Is Joan, our farmer, going to recognize this? So we need to grab some wheat seeds, and if we open you up, we can put you in there. And yeah, I'm just going to test this. I'm going to watch this for a little bit, guys, and see if this works. Now, actually, while we're watching Ancient Tome, I did do some research on it. Let me just get up what it says here on the wiki. So it says there are 2 uses for the Ancient Tome. One use is for the player, and one for the enchanter. The enchanter being a Minecolonies... Oh, wait, are we going to be able to find this? There's a Minecolonies building where you can have an enchanter in your town. Oh wait, Enchanter's Tower? This must be it. This is from Minecolonies, so there we go, that's how you make that. Anyway, so it says the player's use is if you have the Ancient Tome in your inventory, it will glow when there is going to be a raid that night. So I was right on that, it does let you know there's going to be a raid that night, which is good. The Enchanter's use is to use the experience they collect from other workers to turn the Ancient Tome into a book of enchantment. When they do this, it will use up the Ancient Tome. So if you give it to your Enchanter, it can get used up. Now, I was just looking there. Joan seems to have come and had a look. I wonder if it's a case of it needs some water nearby, because obviously for the farming, right? So that could be it. So if we were to just like, let's see, make a little hole underneath here. It's not going to fall down, right? No, so we put that there. Will that be enough for her to now come and... Oh, I thought she was coming right over. That would have been nice. Okay, so all I'm going to do is stand here, watch for a little bit, and once there's an update either way, I will let you guys know what happens. So I've been watching just for a little bit, not too long, but I was thinking, I've got a sneaking suspicion that if we were to upgrade this to a level 2 farm, maybe that's when we can do 2 fields, right? So we're going to test that out. What I'm going to do is look to upgrade the farm today. So, not manage workers, sorry, build options. Richard, upgrade, and we'll see what he needs for that. But hopefully once that's done, she can then do this 2 farms. She's not coming over this way at the moment, I don't think. It's no bad thing for us to upgrade this anyway, because we are going to want more wheat and stuff. So for now, I'll just pick you up, and what we'll do is upgrade the building and see if that works. So again, we'll do a little time lapse here of the farm being upgraded to a level 2 farm. Guys, I am really sorry. I did the whole time lapse, but I wasn't recording. So dumb. So I'm sorry there is no time lapse of the farm being upgraded, but we can see it right here. It's a shame. It is actually a really nice upgrade. Look at this. We've got like a little flowing stream here coming down to give water to the farmed area here, and we've got a bit of space around the back here as well. Now, actually, I'm just wondering, we could maybe do this just to make it look cool, right? Because we could have the water flowing out the back here as well, right? Because it's placed at that level, and then maybe going down here like this, and then have a field on this side so it's done the same. Let's see if this will work. Okay, that didn't work quite as expected, but we can make this work. If we go to our infinite water source, I have one just up here somewhere. There we go. Let's place the water down. I think if we place it there, that might... No. Okay, we've waterlogged the stairs. That's not good. Maybe just place it here then. There we go. So then we've got a stream flowing in both directions, which I think looks pretty cool. Now, I think he destroyed our field. I don't know if he picked it up. Let's have a look. Oh, he did. Oh, we got 3 fields. Okay, I don't know how we have 3, but I will take it. So what we'll do is we'll place 1 there. Get rid of you. And we're also going to need some seeds, which Joan should have some on her. Thank you. So in this field right here, we'll place a seed. Okay, and then we'll try and do 1 over here as well, and we'll see if the 2 works now that she's got a level 2, and I'm hoping that's the case. So let's place that in there as well. Alright, now I know I could just go on the wiki and read up about this stuff, I know, but sometimes it's fun to test things out, right? You learn different things about the game by doing it that way, so that's why I wanted to do it this way. So once again, I am just going to sort of test this out a little bit. I'm going to watch her, see what happens, and see if she starts to use both of those fields. Richard's just stood there jumping for joy. I think he might be stuck, so we might need to recall him, or he'll get himself unstuck, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what happens when we do the next little clip. So having what was shown for a little bit of time, it is now working. She will farm 2 fields, and I did confirm this on the Minecolonies wiki. I wanted to go down the route of exploring it myself, which we did, and yes, it works. But yeah, so basically each level the farmer increases, you can add 1 more field to what they'll do. So obviously a level 5 would be the maximum. You could have 5 possible fields. Now, what I thought would be nice to sort of round off the whole farming episode would be if we could get the composter built. So this is the composter right here, composter's hut, but it's not as simple as just building it. What you actually need to do is, first of all, you need to research it in the university, and to do that, we need a level 3 farmer, and to do that, we're first going to need a level 3 builder. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to upgrade our builder to level 3, and then upgrade the farm to level 3, and then research the composter, and try and get that built. Hopefully, all of that done in today's episode. So, first things first, the builder here, let's get this upgraded. So let's see, build options, Richard, there we go. I'm going to hit upgrade, and we'll see about that. Now, in the meantime, I was interested in this block right here, the Compost Barrel from Minecolonies, because they do request fertilizer at the farm, and I believe somebody said in a comment on a previous video that if you make a composter, you can get the fertilizer that they need, the actual Minecolonies fertilizer, rather than just bone meal, and I'm interested to see if this works. So we're going to test this together. It's a bit of a tested episode. We're doing a few things here on cam. So we also need a dirt and some wood. So we'll grab, let's see. Oh, I just realized my game sounds are really low. I turned them down a minute ago. Put them back up to for you guys. So we get some wood here. That should be enough. And we got our builders thing on us. We just need a dirt. There we go. 1 dirt. make up a composter, and I'm guessing this will work just like any normal old composter where we put in seeds. So what I'll do for now is just put it where I've got my other one, which is like the vanilla Minecraft one, right? We'll put that down there. And if we get some seeds out of here, let's see if this works. So if I just right click this, oh yeah, there they go. The barrel is working. Oh, I guess it can only hold 32 at a time. Okay, so that's like working. We can't put any more into it. All right, again, I will watch this for a bit and we'll start getting on with the builders materials and stuff, and we'll see if this works to get us some of the Minecolonies fertilizer. Okay, time for some more random questions, guys. The first one says, would you volunteer to go colonize another planet if it meant you would never return to Earth? No, I wouldn't. I actually thought about this when they had the whole Mars 2020 program. I think that's when it was, when you could go and colonize that and you wouldn't return. And I mean, people who do that are incredibly brave and good on them for doing it, but it wouldn't be for me. I wouldn't want to do that and give up everything here on Earth. That would just be a bit too weird for me. Okay, let's see. What is the next question? What is the most boring superhero? I know we did that one in the last one. What lifestyle change have you been meaning to make for a while now? Probably eating a bit healthier. I mean, that's something that everybody always wants to do, I think, particularly as you get a bit older in life. So that would probably be it. But guys, let me know your answers to these questions and the ones in the previous one. And if any come up later, I'd love to know what you guys would answer to all of these. Alrighty, guys, here we are. I actually got the time lapse right, so that's good. And the building's looking really, really nice. It's only a level 3. It was definitely a more complicated build, more complex with a lot more things going on. But yeah, it's looking good as a result of that. So let's go back into survival here and have a little look around it. Here we go. So a few things have changed. The outdoors are a little bit more complex. There's some more stuff going on here, a bit of like a builder's yard, which is very cool. Now these ladders here, I'm guessing are just meant to be like shelving racks or something, because before I thought maybe as it grew there'd be ladders up to the top, but they're actually on the inside, I believe. And this door here is also, I guess, just decoration, all of this stuff, right? So that's like the builder's yard. I'm guessing that's what that is, and it looks very nice. As for the inside, a few more things going on here now. We've got a cauldron, a bookshelf, and let's see around here, a little table and chairs for you've got to have a cup of tea before you get to building, guys. That's like the law, particularly in England. And what else have we got here? Just some wool and stuff. Let's go upstairs now. I'm excited to go up on the roof. So here we go. Nicely decorated roof, right, with little pot plants and little things going on over here. Is Richard just admiring his work. He's going to go for that cup of tea in a minute, I'm sure. And yeah, this is how it looks. So pretty happy with that. That's looking pretty cool. And obviously a good step as well, because now we can build any buildings up to level 3. And of course, as you guys know, the first thing we're going to do is get the farm up to level 3. Now, once we do that, we will have a third field as well. So we'll get that happening. And the other thing we'll do then is get the composter research happening. Now, that reminds me, actually, let's check our composter. Oh, look at this. There's little things here. So this now looks like it's full. If I right click this, yeah, there we go. So that's how you get the compost, guys. So I'm guessing now, like if I go into this, uses of this, composted dirt. Okay, so I'm guessing that is potentially like a better way of growing the crops and things. What I want to do is give this to you, Joan. This here. And let's see if she does anything with it. See, it's on 6 right now. I'm just going to watch this for a minute and see if anything happens. Well, so far she doesn't seem to be doing anything with it, but I'm going to give it a bit longer because sometimes these things do take a bit of time. And in the meantime, as I said, we are going to upgrade this to a level 3 farmer. So, build options. Richard, go ahead and upgrade this. So you guys know the drill by now. I'm going to get all the materials off cam, and then once it's ready to be done, I will do a time lapse of it being built. Okay, the next random question is, what movie would be greatly improved if it was made into a musical? None. I don't like musicals. Let's move on. What's better broken than whole? What is better broken than whole? That's a really tough question to answer. I guess something that you wouldn't have whole that you'd have broken would be... Okay, this actually took me a long time to think about. The only thing I come up with better broken than whole would be a chocolate bar. Because you can't have the whole chocolate bar at once, right? You have to break a little bit off and eat it, and then break another bit off and eat it. So... I feel that's a rubbish answer, but guys, do you have a better one? Did anything come to mind for you? My mind went totally blank there. Alrighty guys, here we are, the Farmer's Hut level 3. It's looking very nice indeed. He's copying my idea. He's put the water going both ways. But that's pretty cool. So that's like, it's looking good, and we can have a couple of fields here. What I'm wondering now is if we were to place a field outside of this, would it work? Or does it have to be in the borders of the Farmer's Hut? So we're going to test that in a second on camp. So what I'm going to do is, let's just go back into survival a second. There we go. Alrighty. And we'll have a quick look around the farm as it's built. So there's a couple of new little things, I guess. Like this area here is a bit new. Little undercover area here. Some more hay bales. As for the inside of the farm, I think this is pretty much as it was, yeah. But anyway, this is how it looks, so very nice. Now, what we need to do is grab ourselves 64 bone meal and head on over to the university. So here we are at the university, and we're going to head through to the main room, go to, I think it's civilian, no, it must be technology then, it's the top one. Here we go, so we can research that now. So it says there, unlocks the composter. This is going to take about an hour, so we've got some time to kill. Now, something that somebody told me about, again, I think this was a comment in a previous video, was that it can be nice to use the farms that you find under the decorations tab. So the decorations tab here, if we just like get this down a second, if you just right click the builders one like this with an empty hand, you've got decorations, and you've got all different decorations, right? So we would be looking for decorations that are obviously a sandstone and also farms, right? So fields, here we go, fields, sandstone, there we go. So you can make a field like this for the farmer to farm. Now, this obviously takes a little bit of extra resources, but as you can see, it's not too bad. And given we've got quite a bit of time to kill here, we've got an hour now, I think this would be a nice thing to do. So I'm going to look to build this just over here. We've got this nice flat area. If this needs to move, then I shall move it. And also, this will be a way of us testing whether this will work outside of the actual farm area itself or not. So again, we're going to do a little bit of testing. Research episode, guys. So let's get it nice and close, maybe about there. And let's try and square it off a little bit. So where's the entrance to this? There's the entrance. There's a gate there. So we want to rotate this that way, I suppose, right? Now, also, there's basic field. Oh, look at this. We have a fancy field, which is smaller, but apparently fancier. A large field. Where's that? That is a large field, isn't it? That's very big. Now, if she would be willing to do it, I mean, yeah, let's do a large field, right? What else have we got? That's it. Those are the three. Okay, I think let's do a large field. So is this where the gate goes? Yes, that needs to be down in the ground. Let's move it a bit more that way so it's not, you know, right there. And is this a good location, or should we move it to, like, if we had it here, then this lines up nicely. And I don't think it interferes with what's going on here. No, I think we're fine. So this is what I'm going to look to do, and we will see if this works. So I'm going to hit tick. Oh, right, yep, builder Richard. Build the building, okay. Now I won't time-lapse this, we'll just have a look when it's done, because I don't think it's going to be the most interesting time-lapse in the world, and then we shall test out whether or not this works with our new farmer at level 3. Okay, the field is built, and oh my goodness, look at that, Joan is straight on in here, perfect. Well, we know that it works then. She somehow got in here without opening the gate. Paranormal activity here on Minecolonies, guys. So, anyway, looks like that's going to work well. Now, interestingly, I haven't told her what to actually farm here yet, so she's just going to be like putting all the, fertilizing all the ground, but, excuse me, Mr. Field Block, why can I not? Oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. So there we go. Now, this is saying 5 in each direction, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's only going to there. Let's see if we make this, oh, 5 is the maximum. Okay, interesting. All right, we're going to have a ring of dirt around the edge, I suppose. Well, it's not really a problem. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Now, this is nice that if this works, because I think it'll be a bit more organized as well to have a big field here like this. We will still get a couple of fields in here, though, as well, like we had before. She can only do 3 in total, so there's going to be that one there, and we'll need 2 others, which I'll place down in here in a moment, and hopefully she will farm them all, and we'll keep an eye on that. And in the meantime, we'll also keep an eye on the university research, and once that's done, we'll get our composter built. With the research for the composter complete, we can now build it, and what I thought we'd do is try and get it close to the farm. Got a reasonable size area here. We might have to move the basalt farm. Well, basalt farm might be a bit generous, but the little contraption there. So let's have a look. Let's see how big this is. Oh my goodness, right, we're on a field at the moment, so let's change you to composter, and let's go down to our wonderful sandstone builds. Oh my goodness, this is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting like this tiny little build. All right, you can come here. And yeah, okay, so close to the farm is not so much of a problem. That's okay. I think this is about as close as we want to come, to be fair, but maybe we could build it like that, so it's like dead in line, like this border here would then go to this border here. I know that's sort of going against what I said before, but we could have some of them in line, plus it's probably not in line on both, right? Is it the exact same size? It actually is, but in a way that sort of makes sense then, because it's sort of like connected. I'm just making excuses because I sort of want this one to be level for reasons that I don't even understand myself. So anyway, then we're going to have like this as a whole farming unit. I think that's nice. So let's just go around to the back here. My only issue is, yeah, this is very close to our temple, and eventually I want to dig this temple out and have it kind of, as a bit of a useful building and such. So this is going to probably, like, if we just hit tick right there, Is this going into the temp portal? It is a little bit. So that's not going to work. Might have to have a little rethink of this then, because we also, I mean, we could move it a bit this way actually, I suppose. We've got a few blocks until we get to the thing here, and I guess my dreams of having it level are just not going to work. Okay, let's pick you back up, and we'll move it a little bit. So it was about there, right? So maybe like here, and let's get out of here and have a little look once again. Okay, so we want it to be that way, I believe. Because we want the doors to be facing the farm, because that would just make sense. They come out of there, deliver the compost over there, and you know, the fertilizer to the farm. Now, if we do this, this is a little bit further away from the temple, right? So this would be good. But if we're going to do this, let's just make the most and go as far towards this edge as we can. So like there, so it's just about inside, should be okay. And that will give us a lot of space. So now if I hit tick, the footprint of this comes to here, which is just about far enough from this temple when we dig it out, I would say. So that looks like it's going to be good. There's a lot of work to do. We have to move the horse and stuff as well. So I will get this sort of site all prepared. Oh, hang on. Is that... Okay, it's not interrupting our waystone either. Yeah, we'll get this prepared, and then we'll do another little time lapse of the composter being built. So I made a bit of a mistake, guys. When I uploaded this video, there was audio from a video I was watching on one of the time lapses in the background that I accidentally did not edit out. When I do a time lapse, I have to just go into spectator mode and hover, because we cannot have like replay mode or anything like that on this. And so in the meantime, it gets a bit boring. You know, it takes a long time. I'll watch videos on YouTube. I happen to be watching a video by Top 5's, great channel, do check them out. But they're a bit dark at times, and one of their videos was about murder, and that's what I was watching. So there was a little bit of disconcerting audio in that bit. I do apologize for that, guys, and I've now re-edited it, and it's out. So let's get back to the normal time lapse. Okay, random question again, and the first one that comes up is, what makes someone a good person? I suppose making someone a good person, the main thing really is kindness. I think being kind is the best thing you can be in life. It doesn't require, you know, any great resources or money or anything like that. And it just helps people out, because you never know what people are going through. So I would say if a person's kind, then I would consider them to be good. What was the most unsettling film you've seen? Maybe Shutter Island or The Number 23. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but those two movies both shook me up for different reasons. Maybe The Truman Show as well, because that's an old film, so a little bit of a spoiler on that one. But I watched that and I was like, how would you know if you were the Truman Show? Like, I could be Truman in the real Truman Show, and that doesn't really bear thinking about. But hey, now I make videos on YouTube and I stream on Twitch, so I guess I've kind of put myself out there anyway. Third question, who has impressed you most with what they've accomplished? Oh my goodness, there are so many people to think about. The first one that came to mind there was Muhammad Ali, and as this is a quick fire round, we're going to go with Muhammad Ali. So here it is, guys. The composter has been built. Quite an impressive building for a level 1, I will say. Let's put ourselves back into survival mode and go have a little look inside this thing. So looks like quite a big hallway here with not too much going on. I'm guessing this gets filled up a bit more in the later levels. Out here we have, of course, our compost barrel, and this, which I'm not entirely sure what this is meant to be. Again, perhaps this will develop in future levels. Maybe it's meant to be storage of dirt for composting? Is that what that is? Or, I don't know. Thoughts in the comments, guys. I'm sure someone will tell me. Anyway, with that in place, let's go ahead and hire somebody to do this. So athletics seems to be a thing here, and strength. Oscar's winning on both those. Oscar, we're going to hire you and recall you, and we'll give him a minute and see what he wants. Oh, he has influenza, so he needs a carrot and potato. So when this happens, you just need to go and get a carrot and a potato and put it in their inventory. Oh, wandering trader. Hello. Let's see what you've got. Actually, my other llama's disappeared, so maybe we want to get these llamas. I don't think we need any of that stuff, though. We'll just let him... just whatever. So yes, we'll get him a carrot and a potato, because that's what he's going to need. And I'm going to try and make some assumptions on other things that he'll need as well to do this job, which I'm guessing is anything that can be composted, hopefully a lot of seeds and things, right? So we'll maybe just take that and see if he starts to use these things up. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time for him to heal, but all you do is go, and if you shift right click to go straight into the inventory, you can go ahead and place this. I'm also going to give him a bit more food to be cracking on with, and these little bubbles that are around him right now will disappear, and you see there he's using the carrot and potato. But it takes him a little bit of time to heal, I think. Now, once you have a hospital, this will of course be done for you, but we don't have one just yet. So once that's done, we're going to look at the mechanics of getting the composter working and see what we need to do in order for that to happen. Okay, so he seems to be better now, and in chat it said here, please define a list of items to be composted. So I think what we need to do, if we go into the compost block, Oh, okay, so we can tell him what we want to compost. That's actually really useful. Now this is going to be, this is going to be really big, so we definitely want to search. And like these here are technically wheat seeds, because if we search like just seeds, we're probably still going to get like loads of stuff coming up, right? So you probably want to search for what it actually is. So I think wheat seeds would be good for him to compost. And maybe just that for now. We'll just see how we go with that. So now, if I give him some wheat seeds, he's got 2 lots of 64 on him. That should definitely be turned into some compost. And there he goes, with his Christmas hat on. They must be boiling wearing Christmas hats in this desert sun. Right now, you didn't... What did you do? Okay, he did do something. That's in there. That's currently working, I suppose. So we'll just give it a minute and see if that turns into compost. And then I guess we can deliver that compost over to our farmer. And again, that will be done by the delivery man in the future, but we don't have one for now. So we're playing delivery man ourselves until we have one. So the composter just did a little bit of an animation there, which I think meant that it was done. So here goes Oscar with some seeds, and I'm guessing the compost is in here or in here. There we go, so we've got 6 composts from that. Now that took quite a long time, and actually got me thinking about something. I would think that, because we can make this composter ourselves, right? We could just make this and put it somewhere and put our seeds in. Now I know that this way it's automated, so I get that, but surely, like, really, the composter should be faster once we've made a whole building for it than if we just did it ourselves. And you got me thinking, do you guys have any suggestions of what would be some good features to add to Minecolonies? And if we get enough suggestions down in the comments, what I might do, guys, is make a video about that and send it to Raycoms and some of the devs, just as some, you know, polite suggestions as to how things might be made better. I know that most game developers would appreciate that sort of thing, you know, just to be told, hey, what about if we did this? And sometimes there's reasons why they can't and stuff, but it could just be a bit of fun. Anyway, if you want to suggest those, let me know in the comments. Bit of a longer episode today, guys, but if you've made it this far, then thank you very much for sticking with me throughout this whole thing. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated. But for now, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And if you don't see any more of my videos or streams before, I want to say I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Christmas wherever you are in the world. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I still hope you have a fantastic time with whatever it is that you're doing. And I look forward to a 2021 being hopefully a lot better for us all, right, guys? Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. So guys, a longer episode today, and if you're still here watching, then thank you so much for such commitment. Just thought I'd quickly ask, you know, what your thoughts are on the longer episodes. I'll probably always try to do 20 minutes as like a normal standard size episode, but I may do some longer ones every now and again, kind of like little special episodes maybe, if they're well received. So please do let me know.